to the Nerdiverse. Go ahead, sit and listen to the masters, the old heads, talk about what you love the most. Video games, comics, movies, and everything you need to maintain. We got the knowledge that's straight out the ether. Gonna need a drink and have to take a seat to expand your mind and listen to the speaker. Mike and the squad's gonna give you what you need. Please send in the question, come and get some answers, learn a couple lessons from the masters with the special guests. We got the Green Lanterns glowing on their chest. Yes, please sit back and relax, cause we're gonna hit you with them stone cold facts. And allow me to be the very first to welcome you to the masters of the Nerdiverse. Welcome to Masters of the Nerdiverse podcast, where we always have such sights to show you. This Cadillac of a podcast can be found on iTunes, Stitcher, Spreaker, SoundCloud, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Google Play, and Spotify. I'm, of course, your host, Mike G. And with me, as always, is the host, the anti-monitor to my monitor. I think I've said that before. Winter Trash Monk, the Thizzard.
The dude who's got a broken back, but at least he can polish the fenders. You're listening to Masters of the Nerdiverse. Trash Monk the Third. That's Trash Monk I. That's Trash Monk I. Yeah. And I'm coming at you. It's been about 2 weeks.
We had a
little
break. We had to take a little break,
Yeah.
Which is okay.
A little break.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A little break.
But we're back. We're here. We're deer. And get used to it.
We love deers. Get used to it.
Get used to it.
That's how we roll.
So why did you tell Google to? No, right? I'm not. I can't.
You're gonna follow that thought through, my man?
Nope. No. It was a weird.
Smart.
It was going down a weird tunnel, so I'm like, just turn it around,
just
make a U-turn.
Turn the car around, dog. We're going back home. No McDonald's for you, dog. You done pissed off your pappy. Now he turned the car around. Now you're gonna go home and do the dishes. That's how that go. You didn't make him happy, but you can't get a happy meal, dog.
Get ham, spam, ma'am, bam, tomatoes, potatoes.
That was hype though when they did all the remixes.
Yeah.
Potatoes, tomatoes.
Tomatoes, ham, spam, wham, bam,
lamb.
That's an actual meme, right? I'm not making.
No, there's some senator or something where she was talking about what she was cooking for Thanksgiving, and she was like freestyling on the mic, and everybody was like, "Yo!" She was like, "Ham, spam, potatoes, tomatoes, greens, beans."
Yes.
I was like, "What?" And then everybody put beats behind it and stuff. The internet. You know how they do.
Then they should have cut to the Toronto mayor back in the day going, "I have enough to eat at home."
And then they should have went to what's his face? He went, "Yeah,
yeah."
That just destroyed his political career.
Yeah.
Can you imagine making one noise and it destroys your entire career?
So we live in a day like no one thought that was like a sign of. Maybe we should dial back on the social media.
Nope.
If this is what's causing
full throttle. That was the birth of memes, Doug. That was the birth. Yeah. That was the precursor, man. Howard Stern created memes. You heard it here first. Because Howard Stern single-handedly ended that guy's career.
Hey now, here's Gary Delamonte coming in.
That's rough. Like Howard Stern did that sound like every day for like 2 years. Yeah. It's just wrecked that guy.
And now, he's like, all right, now we're getting the homeless woman to play human darts. Whoa. And now he's like, so you mean to tell me in your book,
yeah, how the mighty have changed. We could be considered shock jocks, Doug. We could change the formatting real quick on this channel.
It's trash in the mic. Mike in the morning.
Yeah. He's going to throw up in your face across the human race.
Oh my. Adios mio.
So honey. How was your week, man? How was your couple of weeks, actually?
It was good. I resisted buying a video game. I want to play this game called Disc Jammers.
Yeah, that game rules. Yeah.
Okay, I'll buy
Yeah,
it.
just buy it. I will buy it with you and play
So
you
that's the end of
online.
my week.
Yeah.
How was your week?
Witchjammers rules. Spend the money. It's like $20. Do it.
Right.
So I did a good thing this week and I did a bad thing. I'm gonna let you choose which one I talk about first.
I want to hear the good thing
The good
first.
thing. The good thing is I got to spend time with my family and go see Godzilla King of the Monsters, actually. And despite its domestic sales, the movie was actually very,
Yeah.
very good and fun. And a big sloppy wet kiss to all Godzilla fans, from the person who saw it back in 1950 whatever to the person who just saw the most recent one with Bryan Cranston. It's an awesome movie. Had so much fun. Enjoyed it from head to toe. The humans were garbage, but that's part of the course for Godzilla movies. But all the Godzilla and Rodan and Mothra, Mathura, that's the joint. I want someone to remix that. I may make the end of the podcast music some weird Mothra theme song remix trap music if I can find it online.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the movie. It was super good, super good. And you have any thoughts on Godzilla? Are you a fan? Do you care?
I love Godzilla. I remember one of my jokes at the end of the last Godzilla was like, Godzilla's been lifting weights, bro. And that made someone in my group like spew soda out their nose or something like that.
Nice. Okay. Godzilla King of no spoilers, but there's one thing I have to talk about because my childhood would kill me. Is that unapologetically one of my favorite Godzilla movies is Son of Godzilla with Godzuki, and he will blow the little atomic breath smoke rings. And one of my favorite spiders of my dad's was Spiga, and it was this spider that would spit webbing at Godzilla. And Spiga was on the island fighting Godzilla and Godzuki. And lo and behold, there's a call out to Spiga in the new movie. And I went to go see the movie with my mom and my grandmother and my aunt. That's usually how we roll, with the whole family. And my mom was like, Mike, is that Spiga? And I was like, shut up, it's not Spiga. And it ended up being Spiga, dude. Me and my mom were marking out in the theater. It was so cool. I had such a good experience with her. And my mom is like a bigger Godzilla fan than I am. She loves Godzilla. And she watched the most recent one in preparation. And she told me, I was like, oh, Mom, that's cool. And she totally was rocking out. We were both mosh pitting in our chairs, just freaking out. It was pretty cool. It was a very good, very fun experience. So just for that alone, I love, love, love this movie. So I have nothing but good things to say about it. I want to buy it when it comes out. And I can't wait for Kong versus Godzilla, which I think is next year. So very good. Very happy about that. And now the bad news. So I did the bad thing, Winner.
The bad.
You did a bad thing.
Maybe did a bad thing. Feel like crying. Ooh, feel like crying.
That's exactly what happened.
That's for all your Chris Isaac fans out there. Yep. Okay, sorry.
Go for on. All 13 of y'all, 13,000. Man. So there was, all I'm going to say is 3 words. Final Fantasy 14. So I used to be very into this game. Like very, 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 very into this game. MMO, of course. And I was watching a conference where they were kind of talking about the new expansion, Shadowbringers. And I kept getting sucked in deeper and deeper into the FF14 hole. And I kind of started playing again, like playing a lot, like trying to catch back up to be ready for the expansion. So I'm completely back in, like hardcore. Like we're going to play as soon as we stop recording. I already have a couple of friends. I'm trying to get the band back together so we can all start playing again. And
gotta get the band back together. It's becoming a road trip movie. My life is. So yeah. So for those who are into FF14, I am going to be creating a Masters of the Nerdiverse free company. I've decided to do that. It's just going to be me and probably one or two other people for now. But I am going to make that open to our fan base. I don't know what our fellow masters. And we're going to just start that from the ground up, just like this channel, and see what happens. So I'm figuring out how to do that now.
gonna make like a little logo, a FF style logo. I'm gonna design that soon. And also shout outs to one Ozzy Austin who actually plays the game too, and he actually helped me get back into it. Ozzy Austin, baby. So shout outs to him because he helped encourage me to get back into it. He's been running some dungeons with me to get me back up to speed. So very happy that he's kind of taking the time to play the game. And just so you know, it's cross-platform. So if you want to play it on PC, you can play with PlayStation players and vice versa. So definitely leaving that door open, and more information will be coming down the pipe in regards to joining the MOTN Masters of the free company. So I'll be working on that soon for those who are interested. And if not interested, or if you just want to play the game and just hang out with us and not be part of the free company, that's fine too. We always need brave new soldiers to do these free dungeons and instances. Free company too. Other than that, that's been my couple of weeks is playing that game and seeing that movie, man. You know what I mean?
I saw Detective Pikachu.
Oh, talk about that.
Yeah.
What's that?
So, Detective Pikachu on my list, I would definitely so I go stream it, buy it, or $5 bin.
Yep.
I would go buy it myself because it fits certain categories of, is it rewatchable? I would say by the graphics alone, yes, it's definitely rewatchable. The storyline has some missing elements, but I give it a grace because it's not meant for me. It's more meant for children. And you know what I mean? There's a glaring issue. Well, two of them. The first one is Pikachu hits the ground. The guy is on the top of a skyscraper. And then as soon as Pikachu hits the ground, the guy is already at the bottom of the building. I'm that's the kind of the typical movie trope that that happens, I think.
Right.
And then the other one is pretty much, I don't want to spoil it, so I can't say the second one.
I just need to know one thing.
Yeah.
Okay, finish your thought. I'll ask my stupid question.
So the second part would be connected to how I think it's called Deus Ex Machina or whatever it's called.
Yep.
Where say a storyline is going so crazy and so there's no other way to stop it. So the author or writer puts in a godlike character to fix everything. And then they go, "Thank you, Captain America," or "Thank you, Captain Planet," and they go, that sort of thing.
It's my favorite meme in the world is where Tuxedo Mask shows up, and he throws a rose at Sailor Moon, and he's like, "And with that, I make my exit," and she's like, "But you didn't do anything," and he just uses his cape and disappears. He's a reverse Deus Ex Machina. Right. My stupid question was, is there any hint or mention of Team Rocket?
No, but I would say that with the amount of effort they put into this Pokemon movie, there's definitely going to be more movies where Team Rocket is going to be introduced in the future. I don't think they want to put all their eggs in one basket. Makes
sense. Yeah. It's in a Fantastic Four movie, you're not going to have Dr. Doom in the first movie, right? Why would you do that? You space it out. I love Team Rocket so much. They're my favorite part of Pokemon lore.
And it was fun. It was fun to go at the end of the movie to think about what other movies they could add on, what could be sequels. And I was thinking Squirtle Squad would be a good next one. Yeah,
Squirtle Squad rules.
That's been thrown around. I heard someone say unfortunately the next one's going to be Jigglypuff or something like that. I'm
okay with Jigglypuff.
Yeah, if they do it well.
Yeah. If they do it well.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind even them doing the major three Pokemon gods, Gyarados and Moltres and all those cats,
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I liked it. I was definitely it was filled with a lot of families that were there was a lot of children. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's primarily a children's movie that has some jokes for adults in it.
That's cool. I'm super cool with that. I'm happy that kids are still into Pokemon and stuff like that, which we'll be talking more Pokemon later.
Mm-hmm.
But I need to ask, did they have a section that said, "Who's that Pokemon"?
No, they did have a section where it's at the the beginning of the third act of the movie, where Pikachu, Detective Pikachu, is like away from his trainer or like partner, and he's singing, "I want to be the very best."
That's the best song ever,
He's
dude.
cried while singing it, and that got a good pop from the audience. Going,
dude,
oh,
I remember
he's singing the song.
I remember being a kid and watching like Fox, no, not Fox, WB for kids, and hearing the Pokemon song for the first time, and it actually moved me to tears as a child. I was so inspired. I was like, "You teach me, and I'll teach you Pokemon." I was like, "Let's go!" I just ran outside, started grabbing animals, putting them in boxes. I just ran outside and caught a lizard, brought it back in the house.
You're now Lizardar.
You're now Snake Dar. It's like hissing at me and trying
to
bite
me out.
I put a little gold chain around it.
Get me out.
I want to leave. I'll bite you. I'll bite you and your whole family. Mm-hmm. So that's my Pokemon moment. I'm happy that you saw it. That's one of those where it's like, I'll catch it when it's on Amazon. Unfortunately,
Yeah. We were originally going to see Godzilla, but I got the dates of release wrong. So I thought Godzilla was coming out a week before it was. So we saw Detective Pikachu for my birthday.
That's fine.
I'm now 26, folks.
He's a grown ass man.
Yeah,
he has a W-2 and everything.
Yeah,
right. Like I'm trying to plan for my day job. We're gonna go as a bunch of adults and just ransack a Chuck E. Cheese, because one of my coworkers was like, "I've never been to Chuck E. Cheese before." I'm like, "In life, you've never been to a Chuck E. Cheese?" He's like, "No." I was like, "Then that's a road trip. All right, guys, we're gonna gas up the car. We're going to Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah,
we're just gonna take it over. That's the plan, dude. I cannot have this in my house. You got to go to Chuck E. Cheese at least once."
And so, you know what? I forgot that I did this, but it's good material. A friend asked me to watch the Sabrina show on Netflix.
Yeah, I've watched that.
Yeah. So they wanted my perspective on it.
Now I'm super curious to see what you thought of this.
Yes. So first, I could go all over the place on it. My first gut reaction is it's a fictional TV show. Let's all calm down, folks. Now, some of the messages, as many of you know, I'm busy on Sundays, and in that being busy, I cannot go by some of the messages. But you know what? There's very little TV shows that are 100% that I can go by. Actually, there's not. I can't say a single show that I could go like, I agree 100% of what that message is. I just can't.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to make a special category for Sabrina. Now, it is funny to note that, okay, with modern day witches do not define themselves as Satan worshippers. They're actually more of a self-mastery, feminist ideology type group. And then if you talk to Satanists, most Satanists are non-theistic, meaning that they do not believe in an actual Satan creature or being. I could be wrong on the definition of that. So again, it's using source material that a lot of people take very dearly. I mean, they're using terms like Baphomet and all this other stuff.
Yeah,
and you know that's adding to the authenticity. But we need to be careful when we go from making the entertainment show to be as valuable as the original product, and that's how you get edutainment sort of stuff.
Yep.
For instance, Ancient Aliens.
Yep.
Or
that ruined a whole generation of people with incorrect information.
Yeah, like Supernatural, for instance, where they'll use they'll do their research and to build this authenticity, but
Yeah.
you need to be careful of then going, so this is 100% accurate. Of like, well, accurate of what?
Yeah. Accurate of, because okay, and
yes. I
this,
thought some,
and
yeah,
go for it, yeah.
So, in regards to filmography, I think that I had some strong opinions on their choice of making things blurry. I think they used that too many times in the show.
Yep.
And also, what was the other thing? You you don't there's a way, like when you do a vampire movie, do you hear vampires talk about being vampires a lot? Or like, I know
Not
they
really.
just do, yeah. It's kind of, it's a weird balance that you have to make. This is kind of like hitting you on the nose, going, "Oh, praise the Dark Lord! It's such a gloomy day. It's fabulous." Like, we get
Yeah.
it,
We get it.
we get it, folks.
But they don't think you get it though, because they.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold my comments until you're done. But yeah,
because they don't think you get it, because this is the same guy that does Riverdale and the same guy who did Glee. All of them beat you over the head and then somehow sprinkle fairy dust on you to make you think that you're smart.
Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm done.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
I'm throwing in the towel.
No worries. Did you end up finishing the whole both seasons?
I didn't even know there was a second season.
Yep, I did.
I'm 4 episodes.
I watched all of it, man.
I've been 4 episodes right now.
Okay, so here's the thing, and you're absolutely right. The thing about Sabrina the Teenage Witch is, for one, it's a bit jarring if you care anything about any form of, as you say, Sunday activity, right? It's a little jarring because the show is staunchly satanistic, if that's a word.
Right.
It's staunchly is set in its. There's a lot of hell Satans floating around. There's a lot of what in the heaven, which I thought was stupid.
Right.
But the thing is that, like you mentioned, true believers on either side don't really condone what this show is about. Like, even the Church of Satan actually sued this show for the uses of Bahamut, because they said they're using this I don't even know what to call it, this figure incorrectly. But the thing about this show is that it's the same thing about what people think about Lovecraftian horror. Mm-hmm. Is that people like the idea of Cthulhu as told to you by popular culture, but if you really sat and read like the Mountains of Madness and the works of H.P. Lovecraft, you'll know that he was a sexist, xenophobic, racist shut-in. Like, and this stuff is not really that good. But this show,
and besides that, he was also a bad guy.
He was kind of a bad person.
Yeah.
He reminds. Yeah. It was like, I loved Edgar Allan Poe until I read about him. But anywho, this show presents you Satanist beliefs as told to you by pop culture. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's what people think goes on. You know what I mean? Versus what really goes on. Right. And it's like you said, that's a slippery slope, because when people start walking around thinking that this is actually how it goes, and they are confronted by people who actually are believe in that, mm-hmm. then it becomes a problem. It becomes a big problem. That's why the show wasn't condoned by either side of it.
Right.
And you'll love, like, later in the seasons, how they portray, let's just say, people who have things to do on Sunday.
Okay.
Because they're a big part of the second season.
Now, here's something. So the way that they asked me if I would recommend it, and I told them I would not recommend it 100%, because there are people that are like struggle. You know what I'm saying? That like they have some skeletons in their closet. No reason to bring up Sabrina and skeletons in your closet, but they got
a boo haunted house.
Yeah, like, this is something that is near and dear to them, and why would I go up and like, you need to watch Sabrina? It would be like a borderline, like someone who is alcoholic and then, or like struggles with alcohol, and then go like, you should really watch this documentary on Guinness.
Yeah, watch Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas,
Right.
struggling alcoholic.
Yeah, you just got to
And
be smart, folks.
I think, like, I watched the whole thing, and you would think I watched the whole thing because I enjoyed it, right?
Yes.
And I, on a level, I did. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm mature enough to know the line.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, if you're not mature enough to watch this in a box and see it as what it is pure entertainment, then
Yeah.
you may be influenced by some of these things. I think they're
I'm the
glamorous, or
man
think
in the box.
I'm the man in the box. Steady in my shirt. Anyway, would I recommend this? I love that song. Um, would I recommend this to someone? If sure, it's fictional. It's a show. But the thing is
Yeah.
that it beats you so hard over the head with it if you're not mature enough in your own beliefs, or mature enough in your own,
Yeah.
state of being, that this can be influential to kids. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's like kids shouldn't be watching this.
This is not a
I
kid
think we
show.
could all agree kids should not be. Yeah, but there are some
Like,
parents like,
even
oh, I can't control them.
it's a sign. I can't control him. But it's like, even when I talked about this show a couple of months ago, like when I started watching it,
Yeah,
and I'll tell you, this is not for children. It has heavy sexual innuendo. There's heavy religious and connotations. It's dark. It's a shade darker than Supernatural,
right.
I would say.
Definitely.
But it's also very whimsical and very. It's almost childlike. It's like it reminds me of the gum that looks like chewing tobacco. You know what I mean? It's just not. Don't give or like candied cigarettes.
Yeah.
The show is a giant candied cigarette.
I like it. That's a good review.
You know, so I feel you. So I was just curious to see what you thought of this show, because it does beat you over the head with the upside down cross, doesn't it?
Yeah, right. It's like we would like destroy any other show that goes like, this is the major plot point of the show. Oh, and by the way, every episode will mention it every half hour or like every 30, like, this show's about secret agents every minute. I'm a secret agent. Secret agents be praised. I'm a secret agent. Yeah.
Sabrina, you're a human, but you're a witch, so you have to go to witch school. But don't forget about human school.
Yeah.
Why would I want to go to human school? It's lame. No, your friends are there, but this other school is cool, but they're malicious.
Yeah.
That's every episode. Every single episode broaches that in detail every single time.
Yeah.
Oh, that show is weird. But there is a hilarious Satan where he just has a goat head.
Yeah.
And he has these big ass boobs. It's so burnt out. I love it.
Yeah.
It's so campy. Oh man.
Right. Oh, so I do want to mention there was one part that made me turn my head, that made me go like, okay, this probably contradicts what you're wanting this show to be, or like, and it's very interesting that I would mention this in Pride Month, or I'm even the person mentioning it. That's very surprising. But there's an episode, the part where they lure the football players into the cave, and like, and then they like. Yeah, it's like they're pretending to make out with them, but it turns out they make out with each other, and then they take photos. Yeah. So let's think about that in the perspective of the people who are like, who are making this. Like, are they trying to say like, we're gonna blackmail you for kissing another dude? I'm like, well, wouldn't I'm assuming the creators of the show, you see where I'm going?
It's a slippery slope, the conversation we're having right now. But what I will say is that I think they kind of knew. Of course, they knew what they were doing, 100%.
Yeah.
But I think they were coming at it from the point of view where, these meathead jocks are probably, this kind of way in regards to where that threat would be threatening in this current age. Yeah. Nowadays that's not a threat, because it's fine. Everyone loves if you like it, I love it, right? But I even think there's a later plot point where one of those guys was like, okay, but I don't remember because I didn't retain a lot of that show. But there are some parts of the show where it's heavy-handed in all the wrong places. Like there is a character in the show that is gender fluid, and she's going through her kind of blossoming into who she really is, and she happens to be a he, and that's a big arc for this character. But they beat it so heavy over your head that it stops
X-Men
being
already
like
did it. Okay.
Yeah, X-Men did it, but yeah, it's just the show has things it wants to say, but it's saying it. It thinks it's saying it to a 5-year-old when it should be saying it to a 50-year-old. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Kind of nuts.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, I watched all of it and probably will watch season 3 because it's just a big train wreck that I like. But anywho, it's just a little heavy.
I like Boston Legal, folks.
It just needs to relax a little,
Yeah.
Speaking of characters who have no chill, you want to do this poll of the week?
Let's go to the polls. What?
That's what's up. It's funny you use that because this poll we did was quite patriotic.
Yes.
Because this poll was done for Memorial Day, which was last week. But nevertheless,
shout out to the memorials, folks.
Shout out to those memorials. Because this poll I did this week didn't really do that well. So we're going to go with the poll that did better. The poll I wanted to do this week didn't do that well, so it's fine. So this poll I did was, who is your favorite fictional soldier? And we got to get moving because we have a ton of news this week.
True.
So the options were Captain America, Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid, Major Kusanagi from Ghost in the Shell, and John Rambo from First Blood, because I refuse to call the movies.
Or Last Blood that's coming out.
Oh, shut up about Last Blood. It's not even on the docket. Stupid.
It looks Rambo was good. Okay.
Rambo 1. How many people did Rambo kill in the first Rambo?
Enough.
He killed like nobody because he wasn't about killing.
He's going to take his horse to the Old Town Road one last time.
Why the hell was that song in the trailer?
Because he's going to ride till he can't ride no mo.
Oh, I hate that song so much. I hear it every day of my life. Literally every day.
Well, you might be surprised that the song hates you as well. It has a sentient mind, and it's out for revenge.
It's out for blood against all those who wear cowboy boots at least once.
No, so just you.
Just me. Fair enough. Weird things have vendettas with me. I had a beef with like a hawk all like the summer of 2015. This one hawk was following me. Well, we don't talk about that anymore.
Take my money!
Just leave me alone. It just flew over my head and just flapped his wings real fast, and it discombobulated me. I was legit shook. I was dead ass shook, guys. So needless to say, Captain America won with a astonishing like 65% of the votes or something like that. Mm-hmm. Rambo got second. A lot of Rambo love out there from people who are like our age demographic, from like 19 to like 45.
It's time to get those POWs.
If you want to fight a war, you gotta become a war.
Have you seen my turtles? Okay.
Rambo loves turtles. Solid Snake got third place, and there was no love for the Major Kusanagi from Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah,
maybe because it's a lesser known character. I don't know.
Yeah. But now, why did you not pick Snake Plissken, folks? Or like, why wasn't that an option?
Because I see him more as an outlaw than a soldier. I don't know why.
Oh, I was going full on background lore where I believe he was a soldier.
I think he was a soldier at some point.
Yeah,
but I'm not very familiar with. I love Escape from LA. But
Escape from LA or Escape from New York? I want to say you got to save yourself. What are you talking about?
No, I love Escape from LA because it's stupid and it has Bruce Campbell as some weird kind of like plastic surgeon.
Okay, but
I've only seen Escape from New York like once or twice. That wasn't a heavy rotation movie in my household. So
okay.
So, but Escape from LA was like on Showtime like every day for like 3 years. So I watched the hell out of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I thought you were dead.
I was. Snake plus skin. Remember when? Speaking of questions, remember when not Foxy Brown, Pam Grier played Isaac Hayes? She was the Isaac Hayes character.
She played
So
Isaac
weird.
Hayes?
Yeah, Isaac Hayes in the first movie? Jack Malone is that same character, but in LA. He got a sex change.
Wow.
That's the storyline.
I didn't realize that. I thought...
Yeah, super crazy.
Yeah. I thought he died in the first one.
Nah, he got better. Because his name was like Jack Malone or something like that.
We gotta jack his heart with a car.
Jack Malone. I'm gonna jack you up with my car, baby.
Ain't got enough of your love. That's Barry White. Damn it.
So, because we're a little bit of a time crunch and there's a ton of news, you want to do some news lightning round?
I thought you'd never ask.
Beautiful. So
let's dance. Let's dance. Lightning round. Lightning chance tonight.
Wow. I was going to do the news intro, but that works too, because it is a lightning round.
Yeah, this is without coffee, folks. Let me just tell you.
I haven't had coffee in 3 years. So how this works is that I'm going to give Winter a topic. He's going to yay or nay. If he yays, we'll talk about it for like 30 seconds. But if he nays, we have to immediately move on. And I get one veto if I choose to use it. So that's that. And we're going to start going into this. The game is on.
Let's begin.
You're the man now, dog. Let's start. Gaming disorder is officially recognized as a disease by the World Health Organization. Yay or nay?
Nay.
Moving on. Cuphead will be playable in the new Tesla Model 3, Model S, and Model X cars.
Day later, teenager dies while playing Cuphead, but reached the final level.
but actually beat the Street Fighter analogy. How smart is this?
Not smart at all, folks.
You know how hard Cuphead is? Yeah. Like the game is very difficult. It's not Pokemon Go or something.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a self-driving car, I understand, but no, folks, come on.
Why even have that? Why even have any video games in a car, in the driver's in the front seat? That's so maybe it's not in the front seat. It probably will be. Teslas are dumb cars anyway. Anywho, moving on. Pokemon Go Plus and Pokemon Sleep has been announced. Yay or nay? What is Pokemon Sleep?
I want to talk about it just to rant and rave about why do we need this?
Because Pokemon Go made $1 billion or something stupid.
But Pokemon
like that.
Sleep, are we really, folks, unable to sleep unless we gamify it?
They want you to sleep so they can read your snores, and depending on your snores, you will get Pokemon, dude. You want to get Pokemon in your sleep?
Oh my gosh, no!
It says it makes a little Pikachu noise, subliminal messagery while you sleep, dog. Aren't you ready to catch Pokemon in your dream?
Smoke.
Consume product.
No, we don't need. We need less gamification. If you're asking me, like people need to just suck it up. But I just want I'm sounding more like an old man every day. But. So
you wouldn't buy Pokemon shit, where it's just like you have to be in the bathroom.
No, I wouldn't buy Pokemon Pornhub. I wouldn't buy Pokemon bathroom.
You can buy that now, though.
I wouldn't buy Pokemon anything. I almost got Pokemon Go, but I'm like, no. If I'm going to walk, I don't need some game to incentivize me to go walk.
I got Pokemon on my phone, dog, and I had to tell my boss to move because he was blocking Clefairy, dog. I said, "Boss, move out the way. Move your arm.
Get out the way. Blocking
Clefairy." You blocking my Clefairy, dog. He was like, "Oh, my bad." He was like, "I get it. I'm hip with the kids."
Yeah. So,
Mortal Kombat 11 has announced their new DLC pack featuring Shang Tsung and more. Yay or nay?
I got nothing to add to this, but I bet you're gonna use your veto on this.
I'm just waiting to pull the trigger, so you let me know.
I'm gonna go nay.
Then I use my veto to talk about this
I
because this
used my
is
veto card.
and I end my turn. Dude, they put so much love into this game, dude. So the original actor from the Mortal Kombat movie, Mortal Kombat, um, is actually came back to do the voiceover work in the mocap for Shang Tsung, which is the first DLC character in Mortal Kombat 11. He does all the lines like, and now for a taste of things to come, and your soul is mine. And he plays so good. And the character uses the original Mortal Kombat 2 ninjas like Rain and Smoke and Ermac and Reptile in his moveset. It is so dank, dude. And also, they have announced the other characters in this combat pack, which are going to be Sindel from like Mortal Kombat 3, Nightwolf from Mortal Kombat 2, and Spawn from Soul Calibur 2.
Spawn from Spawn.
So I'm super excited for this, and I can't wait to see what Shang Tsung's talking about. More curious to see what Spawn is like, because Spawn hasn't been in a fighting game in almost 20 years. So I'm really curious to see how they do my boy Al Simmons.
Yeah.
So
just give him guns, folks. Come on.
Give him all the guns. Death Stranding. Release date revealed in new trailer. Yay or nay?
I think we can call ourselves a gaming podcast if we don't talk about this. I say yay.
Yay. So what are you going to name your bridge baby?
Golden Gate.
I'm going to name mine Roosevelt.
Yeah, I'm still, again, it looks great, but we still barely know any of the gameplay.
Yep.
This I've been saying since the beginning that this is what happens. This is like the artist has given free range of a company, and this is what he's going to be making. Let's just hope that it is playable.
Yeah, this is someone's untamed id spilled out on a canvas. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to see a life bar. You know what I'm saying? I want to see an enemy gauge. They showed a gun. They showed you fire the gun.
Maybe they're not going to have a life bar. Maybe it's going to be like everything grays out if you're going to die.
Yeah, or you'll get the strawberry jam like in Gears of War or something like that. I just want to see someone playing this game for like 5 minutes, like just someone holding a controller and controlling it.
Gonna do it. Ain't gonna do
it. E3 is like down the street, man. Maybe.
Yeah, but it would have to be a Sony. Well, Sony's not at E3, right?
Well, yeah, true. But there's going to be more state of plays and things like that. So
yeah.
And plus, is Death Stranding a PS4 exclusive?
I don't know.
Man. I don't think so. Sony seems to be pushing it very heavily, but I don't remember. I'm going to nay on this one, this next bit of video game news because I kind of already talked about it, which is just Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. The benchmark is now available. Gameplay changes. Summoners all the way. Let's go.
Well, in a weird turn of events, I'm going to use my veto on Final Fantasy. No, I'm not, guys.
Wow. And now you reveal your trap card. Send me to the Shadow Realm. Movies. I guess saying this headline kind of explains it, so we can just say Sonic the Hedgehog live action movie delayed until February 14th, 2020. Got pushed back a year.
Are you happy now, Internet?
No. They're never happy, Doug. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of the internet. So I guess they're rumoring that they're going to be making a Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic movie. Yay or nay?
Yay. I'd actually like that. Get some more Star Wars movies.
That's not about the Skywalkers. Maybe. Yeah, same here. I've talked about the series much a time on this podcast. I'm just afraid that they try to it's such a good story to where you can get a major actor and have him be in, let's say, a Knights of the Old Republic trilogy, and have the ending of Knights of the Old Republic still stand up, and it be a shock to some people who don't know about the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that would be a cool, like, the story writes itself as long as they don't butcher it too much. You know what I mean? Just get you a big face actor to be the titular character, your character,
Viggo
and
Mortensen, come on.
Viggo Mortensen, Mads Mikkelsen, Charlie Hunnam, and by the end of the trilogy, everyone should be leave the theater grinning. I think, hopefully, fingers crossed. Did you see this Terminator Dark Fate trailer? Yay or nay?
I'm always going to be yay for a Terminator movie, even though I know it's not good for my health.
I'm the hunter. I am hunting.
We got to get this Terminator. It's just like the other one.
Remember when the Terminator was scary and it had like suspense and intrigue and
that was only in the first
tension?
one. That was only in the first one, and then it became an action film.
This is why I hate James Cameron.
James Cameron is the Michael Bay of the 80s. Wait,
he was.
Michael Bay was in the 80s, right?
He ruins everything, dog.
He ruins everything. I'm John Malkovich. Okay.
My soda doesn't have ice.
Yes. Get Jerry Bruckheimer on the phone, idiot.
Now. I need to speak to Jerry. Animated spinoff of Jurassic World, Camp Cretaceous is headed to Netflix. I'm going to name this one. I don't care.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
I do want to talk about this one. Apparently, Quentin Tarantino is lining up a new Zorro Django Unchained film. What the hell is that going to be?
I'd watch it.
I'll watch it.
I don't know why Gerard Carmichael's in it or like teaming up.
All I care is that if they get Antonio Banderas to play like Zorro and get Jamie Foxx to play Django, I would be super down for that. Antonio Banderas can play like an old season Zorro, and have him team up with like Jamie Foxx's like Django and go on adventures and stuff. That would be dope, dude.
Have Catherine Zeta-Jones make an appearance.
Why not? She ain't doing nothing. She's just chilling at the house
with Billy Bob. Or
I thought she was with Michael Douglas. Or is that been gone? It's hard to keep up with Hollywood relationships. They're so fickle.
Yeah. All right, now you're an old man.
Now I'm an old man. Fickle. I use big words. That's how you know I'm old. What are you looking forward to?
I am looking forward to a weekend of sleep, maybe playing Disc Jammers if I buy it, and watching some YouTube. Some of my favorite channels are leaving Rooster Teeth or being canceled. So
that sucks.
Yeah. Cow Chop is about to be gone. Sugar Pine 7 gone. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to rewatching all of Marble Hornets, which is kind of like where Slender Man got his original idea from. It's like a 97-part YouTube video extravaganza. I feel like watching them all again because I have nothing else going on in my life. I'm also looking forward to playing more FF14. I'm going to be sending out more information about that through the Twitter, which is at mnerdiverse. I'm actually looking forward to doing another MOTN After Dark. In between
like
the
Big Brother After Dark.
Yeah, it's like midnight. It's like a midnight Milky Way. You know what I'm saying? It's dark, but it's full of antioxidants.
So it's good for you.
It's good for you. So I actually, in between our recording sessions, I got a spur of the moment idea to do a quick recording on a subject of my choosing that some may deem to be risque. So MOTN After Dark was born, where I got to talk about disproportionate characters in comic books and how to fix that and my ideas on it. So, and I got a pretty
disproportionate characters.
Yeah, like think about
bigger heads.
Yeah, let's say bigger heads. That's a good way to put it.
Okay.
Amongst other things. So
You're
got to talk about that.
wanting more smaller heads to be incognito.
I just want proportionate heads based upon the actions, characteristics, and power sets of those characters.
I got it.
I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. So, but I got a good response. So I'm going to be doing more MOTN After Darks. I already have my next topic underway, which I'm probably going to record sometime this week when I feel like it. So MOTN After Darks, as well as a new MOTN reviews of Avengers Endgame, which is like a 2-hour review, which is a big hunka. It's actually going to be available early on our newly revised Patreon. So we've never really had a good jump on Patreon because I've never really truly understood it. But I've been researching it a lot more and kind of speaking with our MOTN master brains over here to kind of game plan a new way to give you guys exclusive content and for you to help support the channel. So I'm going to be launching our new Patreon by the end of the week, probably Friday. I'll be launching that. So the more information will be on MOTN at MNerdiverse. Absolutely.
Right on.
Because we're all about the money here.
We're all about the money. No trouble.
Because Daddy needs his steakums and his scrumps.
Okay.
That's an ugly laugh. Any last thoughts before we close this bad boy out?
Yeah. Check out my social media at Trashmonk the Third, Trashmonk II. I'm always adding stuff. First rehearsal for audio drama being produced that I wrote was today. I was unable to attend it, but it should be produced in the coming month or so. So be on the lookout for that, Jack. And
I play Boo Boo the Fool. It's awesome.
And check me out on Bumble, and that's about it.
Also, check out the Wisecast. He does another podcast with his homeboy. They talk about cool stuff.
Check out the Wisecast at wisecast.com, where we talk about youth culture, and we're changing the format to where young people will slip in like note cards with questions into this bowl, and we'll pick a random question and then we'll answer it.
Yeah, the Wisecast is getting it, dog. Mm-hmm. And also, we're going to be actually posting check out our Twitch channel, Aussie Austin, every other Sunday, where we do Dungeons and Dragons. We actually play with Aussie Austin and King of Myths, and we have a pretty good time.
Yeah.
So I need to promote that a lot more often.
We're the League of Misaligned Gentlemen.
We're the Island of Misfit Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boys, one of the toys, one of the boys. That's a song, right? Okay.
That is a song. So check us out there. We have a ton of fun playing D&D. This is my first time. It's my first campaign, and they're kind of guiding my hips through it. So I'm having a blast learning how to play and just getting excited for the whole new game.
Yes, while guiding his hips, we're playing Only You Can Make Us Well.
I was thinking more of Happy Gilmore, like, it's all in the hips. It's all
16 candles.
Okay, Winter, leave some space for Jesus, okay? 5 feet on the floor, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
My darling, my wonderful touch.
You can also create your own Unchained melody of podcast episodes on our website, which is mastersofthenerdiversecast.com, where we archive all of these bad boys. You can listen from this episode, which is episode 89, all the way back to the first episode where I don't know what I'm doing. Still don't know what I'm doing.
And that's where you can find recommend them. Can we recommend? I'm sorry. God damn it. Can I recommend leaving a 5-star rating review and don't lose that loving feeling?
I've, of course, been your host, Mike G.
And I've been your host, Winter.
And we will always ask you to take that one step beyond.